So this is before even the board setup. There's a bunch of terrain here. Don't know if we're going to use it all, but that's what we've got available. A lot of it is stuff that I made, some of it's stuff that I bought, but it's first time playing on my board in 5th edition. So 3,000 points, and Eldar won the roll, so they're on this side of the board, and deploying Fire Prism here, and Guardians here with Wraith Lord, Fire Prism, and then this is their transport, but they're not embarked on it, so it's just out. And then I got a squad of Harlequins and Farseer that are here, and then some Vipers here, and three wave serpents. The one with the green is the Storm Guardians, and the other two are Fire Dragons. Okay, so Imperial Guard tried to steal the initiative, and they rolled a 3. Thank God, because I would have been really hurt. I need to put on my. Okay, Eldar turn 1 was pretty crappy. This squad moved up here to get the objective. I forgot to bring my scatter laser, so this clear dice is the scatter laser for these guys. Sorry about that, guys. He shot at this Chimera and missed. This squad with the Harlequins in it turbo boosted up here. This squad turbo boosted up here. This squad of bikes turbo boosted up here. This guy just moved 12 inches and did shoot and managed to destroy the Sentinel, luckily, with one shot. He rolled a 6. The Bright Lances would have destroyed a vehicle. One of these regular Leman Russes, but he made his cover save. And this guy, these two twin-linked, and fired and hit this dead on, this Leman Rush Demolisher, needed a 3 to glance, and they roll a friggin' 2. So that's the end of their sucky turn. They probably deserve to die. Okay, so end of turn for IG. They shot this, why am I blanking on the name? Wave Serpent, thank you. And it blew up, and two guys died inside, and then one guy got shot later. This Wave Serpent lost its main gun. They also, oops, actually I've got to take some leadership tests. So for my Seer console, they're fine, and for my Fire Dragons, they're fine too. Okay, so they lost 2 guys. Let's see. These guys got shot, but they made some miraculous cover saves, and the Wraith Lord did too. These guys got shot quite a bit, but I think they saved everything. I think that was it, right? But pretty good first turn. Okay, end of turn 2 for the Eldar. The 2 Fire Prisms move a little bit, like 12 inches, and the Wraith Lord moves up a little bit, still within 6 inches of the Warlock that's there, so he doesn't take the Wraith Sight test. The Fire Prisms managed to roll like a 2 and not penetrate the Demolisher, or they hit it, and the Wraith Lord hit with the Bright Lance and rolled a 1, so just epic fail there. At least he can't shoot. This guy turbo boosted up. This guy turbo boosted up. This Wave Serpent turbo boosted up, and these Fire dragons that got their Wave Serpent exploded last turn moved up behind cover. They did manage to shoot this, and they took a... What did they do to it? Or didn't they do anything to it?
What?
They did something to that, or no, did you save on it? Cover save on that?
This?
No. Sorry, they can't move or shoot. The Seer Council was going to try to... let's see if I can get around here. Was going to try to multi-assault... the Manticore, but... You can probably get a better shot than I can. But, they killed the whole squad, so the Manticore, it gets a reprieve this turn.
This is actually really tough to keep focused.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Alright. So that's the board this turn, but you'll get a above shot anyway, but now it's on to Imperial Guard 2. Okay, so I think Imperial Guard turn 2 had a pretty good turn. They managed to destroy this Wave Serpent and kill 4 of the guys in it. They also scattered onto this squad of Fire Dragons, and actually they rolled a 12, so they're going to be running away at the beginning of their turn. They're running away further. And they're never going to recover because there's only 2 guys left. What else did they do? His squad came in over here, this huge, what is this, just a platoon? With Yarick over here, and they managed to make this thing so it can't shoot. And I think, oh, and they killed one guy in this squad. And then, oh, I almost forgot, his Manticore just demolished my Vipers. I was down to the last one, and then it basically got immobilized, so it's just going to sit there. And then this is the board. I think our other camera died, so this is the board for turn 2. So this squad took shots from this fire prism on turn 3, and it killed quite a bit of them with the shuriken cannon and the prism cannon. Unfortunately, it immobilized itself going up here, so that's really brilliant. This tank got shot by the Wave Serpent, and it I think it just immobilized it, I think, and then this guy took out the big weapon. The Wraithlord took out the big weapon on the Demolisher. This Wave Serpent just made it so it can't move and can't shoot on this Chimera, which really sucked on the penetrating roll. This squad with the scatter lasers managed to do nothing on this Devil Dog. The Harlequins shot and then wiped out the platoon back here with the Fire Seer. This Seer Council shot at the Chimera and killed it, blew it up, and then they they didn't, I think they just made it so it couldn't shoot on the shooting phase, and then when they assaulted, they blew it up, and then they multi-assaulted into this squad, and they failed the leadership test and were cut down. These guys shot at the 2 Lehman Russes, didn't do anything, but they did an assault, destroy one and immobilize another one, so this one can't move, and this one blew up. These guys ran back, and I think they wrecked this one, right? Yeah, the meat wagon, I think they wrecked. This managed to do nothing, and I think that's it. That's the board at the end of turn 3 for the Eldar. Alright, so end of turn 3 for Imperial Guard. This shot and missed the Demolisher. This squad of, those are veterans, right? Assaulted the Wave Serpent, took out its main turret weapon, and immobilized it. These guys shot and blew up my my poor fire prism with the shuriken cannon. And then over here, These, I think plasma, they melt the plasma over there. The plasma squad had furious charge thanks to something from the commander, and killed one dude, and they lost 2, but they're still locked in combat. And then the command squad attacked the seer console. They also had furious charge, and what was the other thing that they had? Didn't they have something else? Or maybe not. Did they have another order, or did they just have furious charge? They lost combat by 4 or 5, and then they lost another one because they're fearless, and so they're still locked in combat with Seer Council. I think that's it. Oh, the Master of the Ordnance was kind enough to make the Demolisher, because he scattered onto it, not be able to shoot the Stir. So that kind of sucked. But the Master of the Ordnance died, so it's probably a good thing for him. And there's a picture of the board at the end of turn 3. Okay, turn 4 for the Eldar. This Wraithlord came up and flamed into this squad, but he also hit some of these guys in the crossfire. And then he used his missile launcher, plasma, and bright lance, which is a little overkill. And then this fire prism shot with the template and totally missed, but then I think he shot and got a few with his shuriken catapult, which is ridiculous. These guys with their scatter laser killed the one remaining Melta guy. Oh shoot, I gotta fight those guys yet.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Sorry to recap that. These guys have forgotten to do their firing, but they took out with their flamers and destructor this veteran squad with plasma. This shot the back of this Chimera. I think it failed to do anything. Same thing with this one. I think it just made it so it can't shoot, right? This one, but it still can. I can't do anything this turn. Over here, the Harlequins went up and shot at the Lehman Russ, and then they assaulted it, and then they multi-assaulted into the veteran squad with the fire dragon. They exploded the Lehman Russ. It killed one of his guys, the veteran squad, killed one Harlequin, and it didn't kill anybody back here. This one, I lost a warlock, and then he lost just a normal bodyguard, right? So a normal bodyguard, and then one guy's got 1 wound left, one guy's got 2 wounds left. And then this came on the board, turbo boosted up, and proceeded to roll a 1 and got immobilized, because it sucks. So here's the whole board at the end of Eldar turn 4. Okay, end of turn 4 for Imperial Guard. They, what's the commander name? What's his name? Commander Creed finally fell. Well, actually, his squad fell the Eldar. He failed his leadership and ran off the board like a little sissy. The Devil Dog flat outed there and survived. This dang Demolisher managed to put a wound on my Wraithlord. This squad of flamers assaulted. He lost 1 guy. This multi-laser, that multi-laser, and then also this squad managed to put the hurt and kill 5 of my Guardians. So that hurt them a little bit. And I think that's the end of the turn. So that's kind of how the board looks at the end of turn 4. So this is the end of turn 5 for the Eldar. They managed to kill Yarrick's squad except for Yarrick himself. Close combat sees the flamer guy dying. And these guys shot at Yarrick's squad, killed a few. This squad assaulted this thing. This Demolisher just will not die. I got 2 weapon destroyed, so I destroyed every weapon except for the heavy flamer on this damn thing. It just won't die. The Harlequins were able to, with their rending, able to blow up the Chimera in there, and this squad lost a guy and failed the leadership, and they're running away. This failed to do anything against that guy. Oh shoot, I forgot. Doesn't matter anyway. My fire dragon just sat there like a doofus. He wasn't going to do anything this turn. And then these guys managed to, in assault, take out the devil dog. So it's done. These guys fleeted and ran up, and they're within 3 inches of the objective on this side. Okay, more to come. This is the end of turn 5. Not a lot left on the board. Oh, you know, I keep forgetting to shoot that guy. He's dead. Just like the fire dragon. He didn't want to do anything this turn. Everything's dead over here except for my guys. This damn thing just won't die. This Chimera, I think, shot my squad. Anyway, my Guardians took hits from him, and Yarrick managed to get to him and assault. He's down to 1 wound, but they're running away because they're sissies, and they're below half strength, so they're gonna run off the table. And that's the end of turn 5. The game, the IG person rolled a 4, so the game goes on. Okay, turn 6. The bikes turbo boosted up here. The Harlequins went over here and finally wrecked this dang thing. These guys moved up here. These 2 shot at this Chimera. Did they do anything to it? I can't shoot, right? That's about it. This Wraith Lord killed Yarrick, but he gets to stand up at the beginning of his next turn. These guys have run. Next turn they'll be off the board. They didn't manage to do anything. This came up and tank shocked this squad and killed 2 of them, and they failed their leadership, and they're running this way. What's their total strength? Can they regroup? Okay. And I think that's the end of my turn 6. So end of turn 6. Freaking Yarrick gets up, charges my Wraith Lord. First the tank shocks him, and he stuns it. So he stops it, but then freaking Yarrick charges him. He doesn't get any hits, the Wraith Lord. Freaking Yarrick rolls 2 6s and kills the Wraith Lord and consolidates up there. He's a puss. These guys made their morale check and they came back up here for some more hurt. So end of turn 7 for Eldar. They destroy this tank, and they manage to kill Yarrick. Who knows if the bastard gets up again. And they consolidated to their objective to contest it. This guy is down to the commander, and he ran away 12 inches because he really was scared apparently. And this is the board on the end of the turn. These guys are walking up. These guys are walking up. And then the Dire Avengers are controlling the objective, his objective. Okay, end of 7. So damn Yarrick stands up again. I'm not sure if he gets to keep standing up. I'm assuming he does, because it doesn't say in the rules that he can only do it once. But he assaulted this Wave Serpent, but he did hit twice, but he wasn't able to penetrate. This guy is still running. He's not going to regroup. And that's the board at the end of turn 7. So we've got an immobilized Wave Serpent, Harlequin squad, and someone calling me. And the Farseer's console. Okay, Seer console consolidates onto the objective but can only contest it. This guy is just immobilized, but sitting there. Dire Avengers have that controlled, and I think that's pretty much it. I mean, Yorick, if he can get back up, he's the only survivor. If he can't, then I don't know if he can. I'm assuming he can. Dire Avengers are on that objective, so I control one and contest another one. So the Eldar are victorious. I suppose I should...
We need a ride to the shareholders meeting.